If you're new to our From the Pasture podcast, this is one of our special pre sale episodes. Our regular shows feature ranch stories, breeder interviews, and cattle knowledge, but today we're focusing specifically on this weekend's Texas Longhorn sale.
So if you're wanting to learn more about Texas Longhorn cattle markets, or you're a registered Texas Longhorn breeder looking to expand your herd, you'll want to tune in to today's episode. I'm Jamie.
And I'm Molly. We're the owners of Hired Hand Software and Hired Hand Live, and we're excited to bring you a closer look at this upcoming sale.
In today's episode, we'll be talking with the sale host about consignments, sale details, and what to watch for in the ring.
You can view consignments at hiredhandlive.com and, in most cases, visit the consignors' Hired Hand powered websites to learn more. Now let's jump into this weekend's sale preview.
So today we're talking about the upcoming 2026 Eddie Wood Cowtown Classic with sale committee member Karen Allen of Circle A Longhorns. Hi, Karen. How's your day going?
It's going well. Thank you for having me.
So for those people who may not know you, can you give us a little introduction about yourself?
Yes, we run Circle A Longhorns. We've had Longhorns 15 years. We live in Blanket, Texas with my husband, Brian, and I. We were introduced to the addiction of Longhorns several years ago, and they got really, really interested in the futurity world of them. And we enjoyed going all over the country, meeting new people and breeders. And, we really enjoy the breed and enjoy meeting the people.
When you say you've been hitting the road with the futurity, you have really been hitting the road with the futurity. I would say probably for sure the last 2-3 years.
Yes. We've been to Wisconsin. We've been to Kentucky several times, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Kansas. And we tell ourselves that we're so thankful. We would not have met these people if we didn't drive these silly cows all over the country. And so that's part of it, as we enjoy the cows and we enjoy the camaraderie of all the Longhorn breeders.
So you've helped out with the Horn Showcase the past 2 or 3 years?
Yes,
or has it
3
been
years.
Longer?
Yes,
3 years.
Uh-huh.
And is this your first year helping with the Eddie Wood sale?
Yes, we've always had the Horn Showcase committee. Part of our responsibility is the Eddie Woods, but I personally have not really been involved in it until this year. We have attended every year, but it's just we had a member that was not able to serve this year, so I stepped up and took the helm of it, and I'm hoping that I do a good job and everybody comes and enjoys it and has a great time.
I'm sure they will. It's always a fun event because it kicks off the whole year. So it's always fun.
Yes.
You said that you've been to every Eddie Wood sale since you all have had Longhorns. Do you remember that first Eddie Wood sale that you went to when you walked in and kind of saw, I guess, the iconic or grand ring with the green shavings, the spotlights and it all?
Yes. The facility where we hold that is such a iconic place. It's pretty small, so you get real up and close and personal with your other breeders. And then the cows walk through and do their thing. And, it's just amazing. The people even the people that brought the animals, they're just so good about answering any of your questions about coming to the show and say, well, what is this or what is that? And, what kind of milker is she, or what was her past progeny and things like that. And you learn a lot when you go to these events, not just, of course, thanks to Hired Hand, you can auction or bid on these animals online, but it's not anything like going and attending personally and getting up close to the animals. And you can actually see them you can see them and see what their perfections are. And, because personally, my husband and I, we prefer looking at an animal before we buy it, because the pictures, although they do a great job, they're always better in real life. And, I know that there's times that you're not able to attend a show. I know a lot of the people up in the Northeast may not be able to travel that far with the snowing ice they have this time of year, but I encourage everybody to come and look at them personally and be part of the fun. It's just amazing, this whole process of selling and marketing your animals. And it's more fun in person than it is online. I'm sorry.
No, that's not what we want to hear.
It's a tool. The online bidding is certainly a tool, and I have utilized it myself. But going to the show and actually seeing the animals, they look so much better than their pictures do sometimes. So I encourage everybody to come.
Yeah, and just being in person in general is always a little bit better than being online, but online's there for those that can't make it, of course. But then also just the weekend of the Eddie Wood sale, because it's with the Fort Worth stock show, there's so much going on with the vendors and all the other, like the horse events that are happening and all the things that the kids get to do there. It's a fun weekend. It's a fun atmosphere. And there's always a lot of spectators during the sale as well.
Yes, and we're encouraging, we would like for people that are not familiar with Longhorns to come by and see our animals. And one of the attractions we're going to have this year are the big Fort Worth herd, the big, huge steers that they have walk down through the Stockyards every day. 3 of them are going to be in our barn for people to get up and close with those big guys. So that's
nice.
I think, yeah.
That'll be fun for everyone.
Yes.
Well, can you give us
a great kids event too, because they have the carnival there. They have all kinds of activities for kids. There's, like you say, the stock show is going on. So there's a lot of youth there showing animals, and it's so, it does my heart good to see those kids work with the animals and show them, and the discipline and the leadership, the responsibilities that they learn showing animals.
Can you give us a brief history of the sale, or maybe talk about Eddie Wood himself a little bit more?
Sure. Eddie Wood, he was a long-time Longhorn breeder. He was one of our charter members of the Texas Longhorn Breeders Association when it was formed 62 years ago in 1964. In fact, I found his membership number was 110. Our personal membership number is in the 5,000s. So I'm not for sure how many active members we have right now, but it's in the thousands, I know, that means that we're doing something right. But he was a true pioneer for the Texas Longhorn breed. He's been awarded several Lifetime Achievement Awards, and he was inducted into our Hall of Fame last year. And he was also awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1991 by the TLBAA. I've talked to people about him and who he was, and they said that he's just one of the early breeders that took people by the hand and are under his arm and gave them advice and showed them what to look for in Longhorns, helped them if they had a problem with a Longhorn. And it was just a long-time mentor for our Longhorn breeders. And each year we have this sale to honor his name. And, we don't want to forget him because he was one of the early pioneers of the Longhorn industry and the Longhorn breed.
For sure. Should we get into the schedule of events for the weekend?
Sure.
All right. So let's start with Friday.
Okay. Friday morning, they will start the loadout at 8 a.m. and they will go into the evening. All of the animals need to be there by Friday night. But encouraging everybody to be there early because it's pretty hectic. And we've got meetings coming up, on Friday morning, not only just loadout, but at 8:30 in the morning, we have an affiliate presidents meeting, which is the presidents of each affiliate of the TLBAA that are there, and they discuss what's working in their association, what's not working, and maybe they help each other out on that, which is a good thing that we have. At 10 a.m., we have a board of directors meeting where the elected board of directors that we have now will be having their last meeting as that sitting board, as we have, as everybody knows, we've elected new directors this year, and they will be announced at that board of directors meeting. So that's important. And also the public, I didn't realize this until last night. I had a call with our affiliate that I'm a member of, and anyone can attend that board of directors meeting. Even if you can't say anything from the floor, but you are welcome to come and observe that meeting. I didn't realize that until last night, so I'm glad that you asked that. And at 1 o'clock, we have our TLBAA general membership meeting, which is going to be very important for everybody to attend. We have some new rules on the DNA, the artificial insemination, and the embryo voting. This is something that we've talked about several years, and they have finally. It was mailed out several weeks ago, so everybody's had a chance to read over what the changes or requirements that they're going to be voting on. So it'll be very important because each member can go and hear the discussion of what's upcoming and why this is being suggested, and you will get to vote on that, which is very important for you to vote and have your voice heard on these issues, because it's going to affect everyone. And at 5 o'clock, we'll have the TLBAA awards presentation and the Hall of Fame induction this year. And we have a couple of people that we're inducting, Charlene Simpkin and John T. Baker. They both are long-time Longhorn breeders, and I found something else about Charlene last night. She is a realtor in Austin, and I didn't realize that. And says she has an incredible herd down there. And John T. Baker is he is the one that raises and trains our University of Texas Beavos, their mascot. So those two will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. It's always fun to hear those people that have been involved in it for years on what they've done and what they've learned and how they learned it. So it'll be a full day. So that'll be at 5 o'clock, and it's after the membership meeting. So everybody's welcome to attend, and I hope everybody comes and joins in.
For all of the meetings that are happening on Friday, can you tell us what room and building they're going to be in?
Yes, it's going to be in the Stagecoach Room, it's Ammon Carter Jr. Exhibition Building. It is on the sale catalog. There is a map of the stock show grounds, and it's pretty small, and the stock show grounds are massive when you get there. So I encourage you to get there early. But all of those meetings will be in the Stagecoach Room.
And that's the same room that it was in last year?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the full day of everything that's happening on Friday. You mentioned that the time that the cattle need to get there on Friday. Can they also arrive on Thursday?
No. They will not let them, from what I understand from the TLBAA office, that they are not going to allow any of the cattle to be unloaded into our barns on Thursday, that they will start at 8 o'clock on Friday morning. I did hear that if someone needed to show up after our back crew leaves, that someone with the stock show will be able to accommodate late arrivers.
Perfect. Okay, let's talk about Saturday. What's the schedule of events for Saturday?
Well, Saturday we will have the sale itself will start at 11 a.m. the barns will be open much earlier than that, so you'll have time to go in and look at you can look at the cattle on Friday too. You don't have to wait until Saturday morning, but our sale will start at 11 a.m. and we will also, in that same time period, we will award the Hall of Fame. We'll have a formal presentation for that. That is in the John Justin West Arena is where the sale is, it joins the barn. It's just right there. So anyone that hasn't been there before, like I say, I encourage you to get there, and there will be plenty of people there that can help you and show you around where you need to go. That's what I did. The first year I went, I was like, I have no idea where, and there's lots of people there, and most people are very helpful and getting you to the right place.
So for those people that have not been there before, I know that some years there's always trailer parking, but there's trailer parking that's pretty close, and then I think there's trailer parking somewhere else in the facility as well. Can you help people or explain to people where those would be?
Yes. Last year, and I have not heard that it's any different this year, that they are making all of our trailers park. It's an area, it's really a nice area. It's at 1678 Rockwood Lane, which is just right up University, I think north on University from where the barns are. And it's a secure area. They have a chain link fence around it. There are people there signing you in. They have people signing you out, so you don't have to worry about trailers. So but again, it's at 1678 Rockwood, and I'm going to try to get a map from the barns to that parking area, because you don't want to run around all over town lost with a trailer. So I don't know, because usually by the time we get there on Friday, the stock show trailers have taken up pretty much all the parking. So they gave us this part, it's very good. I felt better about it because it was fenced and there were people there checking you in and checking you out. And, but it's 1678 Rockwood Lane, which is north on University out of the stock show.
So for those people who have questions on sale day, who should they contact?
You can contact me, Karen Allen. My phone number is 432-638-4233. Or you can contact the Pam Robinson. She's our TLBAA employee that keeps us all in line. And I don't know her phone number off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure everybody's got the phone number that. And on Friday, when you arrive, the office will still be open. So you can always call the TLBAA office and get some direction also. And our cattle handler is Joel Norris, and he's done things for us before. His phone number is 972-533-4945. I looked him up on Facebook on Messenger, because you can and you could get in touch with him there. I'm going to have his phone number posted up at the loadout, so everybody will have a map of how to get where to your trailer parking, and also a phone number for him. But anybody can call me anytime, and we can get you in touch with Joel if there's problem on getting something unloaded. And then our auctioneer is Dan Huntington, of course. He's kind of a staple with us now. And Chase Bassoot will be doing our pedigree reading. And he knows pedigrees forwards and backwards. I'm not sure he really even has to read them. And also, I don't want to take all of this, but our Horn Showcase Committee consists of myself, Matt Bourbon, Amanda Hardcastle, Amanda Oden, and David Henry. So if you know any of those people, they should be able to help you get a question answered. And our haulers, I have not been given a list of who the haulers will be, so I'm sure they'll be announced. I don't know. I don't even want to start saying who the haulers would be. I don't have that. And I don't want to obligate someone that has not volunteered to do that yet.
Well, and at the beginning of the sale, I think Chase or Dan, one of them usually asks if there's haulers in the attendance that, are available to haul. And for those people that are able to haul, I'll be sure to message them out during the auction so the online people know who to contact for hauling.
Okay. Yes. But that's
okay.
The Hall of Fame induction. I've already gone over that, but we'd like to thank our sponsors, of Glendenning Farms, El Coyote Ranch, the Schwarbaum Partnership, which consists of M7 Longhorns, Buxton Longhorns, and Dreamwood Farms, and New Age Cattle. And thank you very much for supporting our event this year.
Well, should we move on and talk about the consignors this year? It seems like there's almost, I think, 30 different consignors for the year.
It was over 30 this year, the consignors, yes.
And it seems like El Coyote is always a staple at this sale.
Yes.
And they always bring, great consignments. Is there anybody else who we know of that has always been in attendance like El Coyote has at every single one of these sales?
El Coyote has been here a long time in supporting these.
Ricky McLeod always seems to be in attendance as well. He drives his trailer all the way from South Carolina.
Yes, he comes from South Carolina. And, that's one thing I would like to mention is kudos to these breeders that come from near and far because, a lot of our breeders, they come from Texas, but they also come, the Larsons, they're coming from Oregon, which that is a long trip. Michigan, there's South Carolina, North Carolina. So we really like to welcome them and thank them for bringing their animals this far to support this show and this sale.
So now let's talk about the consignments for the sale. I believe there's 44 this year. And whenever there's a TLBAA sale, there's always something unique in the catalog, how they mark whether the animal is bred known, has DNA marker on file, and if they are DNA verified. So that's always a nice touch that the catalog has for people to, take a look at and have that knowledge when they're buying the animals.
Yes.
Are there any updates or any scratches for any of the lots so far? I think the only one that I know of is lot 15.
Yes, it was the Buxtons, and that's the only scratch that I have been notified of.
That's perfect. That's what every sale wants to hear.
That's right. That's great.
Okay, so let's talk about the special lots. We'll start with Lot A. Okay. Can you tell us about that?
Yes. Lot A will be for the cover of our Trails magazine in July of 2026. It is our AI sire directory, which is one of the largest publications that we put out for the year. We'll have all of your herd sires in there and all their AI numbers, which is very good information for everybody. So it's a good tool to use when you go and decide maybe you want to try AI or IVF or something else and buying straws from different bulls instead of your own bull that you have.
Okay, so the next one is Lot B, which is from New Age Cattle Company.
Yes.
Can you tell us about her?
Yes. It's a steer.
It is.
It is a steer. He was, I was talking to Randy, the owner of New Age, and he asked me if we would consider doing a donation lot to benefit the Fort Worth herd. So I said we got that approved, and he is donating an awesome young steer. He's only he'll be 3 years. He'll be 3 in April, and he's got an impeccable set of horns. They're laid back. He's out of a Warlock. He's a beautiful dark red bull, and this steer is too, and the proceeds will go to benefit the Fort Worth herd.
It's perfect to have a steer for the donation lot to benefit the Fort Worth herd too.
Right. So come by you a steer.
There we go.
And support the herd too.
Okay, how about lot C?
Okay. That is LTL Ferry Trail from Leonard New River Ranch. It's Savannah Smith and Mark Allen up in Virginia, and they're bringing her down here. Speaking of people that come from a long way, she has donated this heifer to benefit the Texas Longhorn Heritage Foundation, which is a foundation within the well, it's not affiliated with TLBAA, but the people that chair it are TLBAA members. And this foundation helps people to with fellow breeders that fall upon if they have a tragedy, if they have health issues or something like that, and they need help. We had a fire, burned up or breeders' hay, and we helped them out with that. And Savannah, she had a massive flooding at her ranch. I believe that was, I don't know if it was last year or year before last. Mm-hmm. And all of their feeders, hay, part of their barns and things were washed away in the flood. And so we helped them. And she graciously donated this heifer to give back so we could help other breeders.
Yeah, and if people want to learn more about our Heritage Foundation, their website is texaslonghornheritagefoundation.org.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So let's now go to lot 1, which is also a donation lot.
Yes. She's a beautiful, dark, brindled little heifer from El Coyote Ranch. They're a longtime breeder from Kingsville, Texas. And they have an incredible herd. And they donated this little heifer to benefit the Texas Longhorn Breeders of Tomorrow, which is a youth program that, of course, you can tell by the name, is for the youth. It's they're training Longhorn breeders for the future and helps kids with showing animals, and they give college scholarships each year. So it's an excellent benefit.
All right, Karen, are you ready for a game of catalog roulette?
Sure. I'll try the best I can.
All right. So for the first one, let's start with lot 4 from M7 Longhorns, M7 Patty's Rose.
Patty's Rose is she's a young heifer. She is she'll be 2 in April. She is her sire is Cool Hand Luke Checks, which is a fairly new bull. He kind of came on the scene last year, and we are excited to see his offspring because we haven't really got to see much of his offspring. So I'm really excited that M7 decided to consign her. Cool Hand Luke was the 25 legacy spotlight bull last year. So you have seen the bull, but you haven't seen much of his offspring. So he's bringing her to town for everybody to see.
All right. The next one we'll pick here is lot 7 from Cold Copper Ranch, H.L. Lizzie Ann. What do you know about her?
Lizzie is a beautiful, dark, brindled cow. She has some twist in her horns, which is it's a big demand. If you would like, she would pass that on to her offspring. I'm sure she's a Vindicator daughter, which is, and she's got lots of, greats in her background. She is exposed to Power Wagon, which is he puts a beautiful body on his offspring. I've seen them many times in the futurity world, and she will not disappoint you with what she has on board.
Okay, let me scroll here a little bit, and we'll stop at lot 13 from Kurt Twining.
I think her name is Silver. Is it Louise? I'm
I'm just going
thinking
to let
it's
you
Silver
pronounce that word.
Louise. It's spelled differently, but knowing Kurt, it's probably Louise. She is consigned by Kurt Twining. She is a Call of Duty daughter, and she, which is out of Cowboy Casanova and Rio Maxine, which you can't go wrong with those two on top. And she has been exposed to Heartbreaker, and as you know, Heartbreaker is just a massive Longhorn bull. She'll be 5 years old, so she is got a long life ahead of her, and I encourage you to look at her, give her a chance.
We'll move on to lot 17 from Mark Hubble. Hubble's Happy Day.
Hubble's Happy Day. She's a beautiful black cow, black and white, black with the black body, has a white belly and some white spots on her legs, but her face, that white face with that black dots around her eyes and her nose. She's a front pasture girl for you, and she's exposed to Hubble's Crown Royal, and she is out of 20 gauge and Hubble's Rio Trio. And as you know, unfortunately, we've lost Hubble's 20 gauge, that famous bull has been around for a long time. And so there is no more Hubble's 20 gauge. He passed away a couple of weeks ago, and he was one of the great bulls of our industry. And so there's not going to be many more 20 gauge daughters. So I would encourage you to check her out.
And next let's stop on one from Rex and Sharice Glendenning, lot 22, GF Iron Unreal.
Well, when you say the word GF, that's Glendenning Farms, and most everybody that's going to be listening to this knows who the Glendennings are. They have been longtime supporters of of this sale of our industry, and they had the famous drag iron bull, and this daughter here, Iron Unreal, is a direct daughter from drag iron. She's will not be 3 until June, and 4 in June. She's already 3, but she'll be 4 in June, and she is exposed to HL draft pick. You can just tell by her genetics that she do well for you.
Oh, the next one we'll do is, let's do one from Hudson Longhorns, lot 28, RNL Pacific Babe.
Pacific Bay, she's from Hudson Longhorns, which is in Indiana, another one that's going to be traveling away. And they have an incredible herd, impressive cows, and they bring their best to town when they put one in a sale. And this is no different. She's exposed to Django, which is another famous bull that we have here in Texas. And she is out of Pacific Cowboy. She has a beautiful rolling set of horns. She's already got lots of horn, and she is 8 years old, and she will continue growing another couple of years. Her DNA markers are all on file, and she's a beautiful girl.
Oh, let's do lot 31 from New Age Cattle Company, CR Drink Deep.
She's consigned by New Age. She has rolling. She's a black and white, beautiful, big-bodied cow. She's got lots of twist in her horns, and she is 11 years old. But she's out of Archer, Texas, and CR Chalice, which is some great genetics in our breed. And she is confirmed bred to MC Hanging Tough, which was 100 and he may be 106 inches. I'm not sure what his measurements are. I'm sorry there, but she was confirmed bred in October, so she should be in August. So she should be having a early spring calf, the Hanging Tough.
Let's do lot 35 next, from El Coyote, ECR Outlaw Alley.
Outlaw Alley, she's beautiful, light, brindle. She's her face is more brindle, dark brindle, but her body's more of a kind of a dun and black brindle. Beautiful. She's a tough check granddaughter, and she's out of Avenger and Sure Outlaw. And she has been exposed to El Jefe. I think that's how they pronounce that, from October until July.
Okay, let's go on to, you know what? Let's make a stop in Oregon from Bob and Carmen Larson. They're lot 41, RC Scarlet Lady.
Scarlet Lady, she's got a beautiful Parker Brown face that's very, very popular these days. This young lady, she was 2 in September. She's out of Tough Cowboy and CR Butterfly. They have an implanted embryo on May 25th from Native Legends, which is a Hoosier Boys beautiful bull. And she will be giving you a calf soon. She's beautiful, dark brindle. She's got Tough Cowboy, CR Butterfly, and her half sister is from Hanging Tough and RC Tough as Nails.
Okay, and the last one we'll do is lot 43 from KDK Longhorns, SR Tungsten's Tiara.
Tungsten's Tiara, that's a mouthful. KDK, they longtime breeder too. This young lady that they're bringing to town was 3 in September. She is out of SR Tungsten and 007, which is Struthoff. I'm a Princess. She is out of a Hubble's Rio and RGF Texas Queen. She has been exposed to KDK Leo from June until December, so I'm sure that she's bred, and that any of the breeding will be updated at the sale. I will encourage anyone to, once you get to the sale, if you have any updates, measurements, breeding, anything like that, to catch Chase before the sale. He'll be back in the sales office, and we'll be happy to talk to you about the updates about your consignments.
Well, and that wraps up Catalog Roulette. If Chase ever needs some help with the pedigrees, I think we know who he can call.
I don't know about that. But I pretty much have to look at him and read him. Chase just does it off the top of his head. He's like an encyclopedia. It's very interesting to watch.
Yeah. So after the sale, can people start immediately loading out, or what is that time frame for everyone?
Yes, they can load out after the sale, and all of the cattle have to be out by Sunday morning at noon.
Okay. And on Saturday after the sale, I think there's a TLBAA meeting, correct?
Yes. The Texas Longhorn Breeders of Tomorrow will have a meeting, and I'm not sure which room it's in. I can find that out.
I don't remember where I read this, but I think they said they were both in the French room.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure where that is, but that's the room that I think I was told that they were in.
Let me look here. Both meetings will be located in the French room located near the Watt Arena. Yes. Okay. And all this information is in the front of your sale catalog, which is online, as well as they will have copies there, and each member should have received one.
Okay. Well, let's talk about what happens on Sunday and Monday as well. We'll just kind of give a little rundown of, I guess, what's happening those days. So on Sunday, can you tell us what's going on?
Okay. On Sunday in the Will Rogers Coliseum, they'll have the world qualifying TLBT youth show. They will be showing the Longhorns, and this is something to see. If you have not seen those youth show the cows, like I mentioned earlier, it's heartwarming to see these kids, the responsibility and the care that they take for these animals. And it's a lifelong lesson that they pass down to their children. Probably most of those show children, those kids that are showing, their parents showed. It's something that they hand down from generation to generation. That's all on Sunday at noon.
Do you know who people should contact if they have a question about the event?
I would have them contact either Pam Robinson in the office or Amanda Danley, which is one of our sitting board members, and she's very knowledgeable about any of the showing.
So then let's move on to Monday. What is the schedule on Monday?
Okay, on Monday in the Will Rogers Coliseum again, they'll have at 9 a.m., they'll have the world qualifying haltered shows. And then at 3 p.m., they'll have world qualifying of non-haltered, that's interesting to see because they usually show those the same animals haltered and unhaltered. And it's there will be judges there. They'll all be judged, on the haltered and non-haltered. That there is a judge there, and there will be awards for those the kids.
Do you know who people should contact for these two shows if they have questions?
I would ask Amanda Danley. I'm sure that they're going to be there. Also, Ben Herman, which is one of our new elected board members. He is a show person, and he will be there showing. So you will see Ben Herman in our TLBAA meetings since he's a board member, and he's very knowledgeable in the show community, and he's showing animals there also.
So since you're a breeder that has an animal or has had animals in the sale in the past, and you've maneuvered your way around all the people and all the buildings and everything that this weekend of the Eddie Wood sale, do you have any other tips for people that you find helpful or that you wish you maybe would have known that your first time taking a trailer?
Yes, it was very interesting that you bring that up because last year they will have signs up when you pull in where to unload, but it doesn't specify what animal you're unloading. They have horses, they have all kinds of cows and everything else. And when we were at the gate, they asked me for a health paper that I'd never heard of. And I was like, I don't know what that is. And, he says, well, you can't come in here without this, whatever this paper is. And I said, well, I don't know. I said, we've got Longhorn. He goes, oh, you have Longhorns? Well, my trailer has a whole picture of a Longhorn on it. I don't know what he was thinking, but what he was asking for was some kind of a horse health paper and I was really scared. So be sure that when you pull in the gate and they stop and ask you, and that's another thing, when they stop you asking you, you can ask them exactly where to go to unload. If it's kind of if you're overwhelmed by then and maybe you miss a sign, they will tell you that at the gate. Just make sure and let them know that you have Longhorns in there, not horses.
Well, is there anything else that you would like to say about the Eddie Wood sale that we maybe forgot or missed?
Well, the Eddie Wood sale, it is, it's congested down there, so start early, but please plan on having time to go around because they have like a mini cowboy Christmas. They have all kinds of boots and jewelry, clothes, and all kinds of things to go and shop. They have youth activities for the kids. They have the carnival there, and it looks like the weather's going to be decent. It's not going to be 70 degrees, but I think it's going to be in the high 50s, which is good. And I would encourage anybody to plan on an extra day if you can to partake in all the activities that they have to offer besides just the sale.
Well, thanks for joining us. And for everyone listening, make sure to check out the consignments ahead of sale day and follow us for more updates.
Yep. And also on the website.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Thanks, Karen.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on From the Pasture with Hired Hand. We hope you enjoyed today's conversation and learned something new about ranching and the people behind the pedigrees.
Be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and follow along for more stories and insights from across the livestock community.
This episode was brought to you by Hired Hand Software and Hired Hand Live, powering breeders online for over 15 years.
Until next time, remember to appreciate the pastures you roam and the traditions that make them special.